Ladies and gentlemen, the leading amateur and winner of the silver medal, Alfie Plant.
One of the standout stories from the 2017 Open Championship was that of English amateur Alfie Plant. The 25-year-old and his army of loyal supporters were the talk of Royal Birkdale as Alfie followed in the footsteps of the likes of Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy by winning the silver medal. Anna recently met up with Alfie at his home course, Sundridge Park Golf Club in South London, to look back on that life-changing week in July.
Alfie, what an amazing year 2017 was for you. You have well and truly put your name on the golfing map. It all started at the European Amateur Championship, a lot at stake, a chance to get into the Open Championship. Tell us a bit about that playoff and how you felt going into that.
Well, I was a little bit outnumbered. I was against two Italians, so you know, it was a 3-hole playoff. Two of us got through, and then you know, then it'd go to sudden death. But it's the first playoff I've been in. It's the first playoff where the stakes are so high. You know, it's all a new experience to me, and I had to just take one shot at a time and just try and get through it, and yeah, managed to clinch it, which was great.
Well, fast forward a few weeks, you find yourself teeing it up at your first ever Open Championship. You've obviously watched it on TV, but just arriving there, how incredible and how exciting was it?
I've gone to previous years, you know, to go and watch, and you know, I've seen the crowds and what it's all about, but I've never been on that, you know, the inside of the ropes. So just turning up and getting there, and you know, all of a sudden being in a car park with guys you watch week in, week out, or having a bit of breakfast with them on the table next to you, you know, it was a bit of a surreal moment for me, you know. I didn't know how to get a picture with them or get their autograph, or you know, then you realise you're playing with them. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange time, but what a place to start, and you know, Birkdale was great.
So we come to Thursday and it's time to hit that first tee. You had such incredible support, what is now known as Alfie's Army. What was that like, seeing 150 members of your friends and family behind you?
It's great, you know. I can't remember if it was the Thursday or the Friday. It was just pouring the rain. If I was walking around, I'd have gone straight in the tent and warmed up. But you know, they stay with me, you know, every step of the way. And you know, they had a great week, and it was nice to share, you know, such a great week with friends and family.
Well, one thing that I'm sure really calmed your nerves and made you feel a little more comfortable was having your brother on the bag. That must have been so special for you and for your entire family, I imagine.
Yeah, it was, you know. He's caddied for me a couple of times in amateur events, and it was a big stage for him as well, you know, all of a sudden the world's, you know, watching, you know, him carry the bag around and give me advice. So he had a great week. It was funny because he was walking down off the first tee, and we said to kind of the other caddies, like, look, it's his first time, any kind of tips or anything we do wrong, then, you know, let us know. And they just started bursting out laughing because they, you know, it's his first tournament, he's caddying, and it's in like a major tournament, you know. So they was having a bit of a giggle to herself. But yeah, he did a great job, and you know, I couldn't have won the silver medal without him.
Talking of the first hole, you birdied the first hole in your first ever Open Championship.
Yeah.
That must have been a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's weird. You don't really realise at the time what you've kind of done, you know, and it wasn't till after I realised, you know, people was having like a few high scores on the first, and you know, finding it quite difficult.
What a great way to start your Open Championship.
You know, a great shot off the tee, great shot in, and yeah, held the putt as well. So it was a great start, you know. I couldn't have asked for a better start, really. So yeah, got everyone, you know, all the fans in that pumped as well. So yeah, it was good.
Second day was tough. I think the conditions got a lot harsher. It was proper links golf. How did you find your game stood up to the wind and just the completely different style of golf that you played before?
It's weird, like a lot of amateur golf is on links courses, you know. We play a lot of amateur events where it is windy, it is rainy, you're in your waterproof, you're in your hat, you know, your woolly hat. So it was quite a familiar stage for me, actually, the worst weather. And you know, I felt like it kind of went in my favour a little bit because, you know, the pros, they follow the sun, so they're not really too used to playing in waterproofs, I wouldn't expect. So yeah, just kind of got onto the back nine and just, you know, just kind of said to myself, like, look, you're either going to get through or you're not. So, you know, just relax, just play, and you know, see what happens. So.
Well, you certainly did with an eagle on the 15th. That was a mega moment. Talk me through that hole.
Yeah, kind of had an 8-footer straight back up the hill, kind of left to right, and I knew if I two-putted, I was back inside the cut, but the eagle just gave me a bit more breathing space, you know, so yeah, I was pleased that went in.
Well, ultimately, you became the only amateur at the Open to make the cut, which meant you were guaranteed that silver medal. At what point did you realise that?
Probably like more the last day, really, because, you know, I always had my own goals of finishing, you know, inside the top kind of 20 or, you know, so the Saturday, you know, I was still focused. I still wanted to kind of, you know, push up the leaderboard. So Sunday was, yeah, it was a bit of a strange thing, really, because I already won what I could win, you know, so I was just kind of out there enjoying myself and having a, you know, good laugh with my playing partner and my brother on the bag. So, yeah, Sunday was nice and relaxed. You know, it was a bit of a, as I said, a bit of a strange day, but yeah, what a day to have, really. A Sunday just wandering around, enjoying yourself, you know. As long as I had enough balls in the bag to finish, I didn't really care what I shot. So, yeah, no, it was probably more than, you know, the whole of the Sunday, really.
And coming up that 18th fairway, everyone says it's the most iconic, unforgettable walk. Just describe to me what kind of emotions that you had during that moment.
There's just a flood of emotions, you know, you're excited, you know, you feel like really humbled. You've got all my family and friends cheering. You grow up, you know, on the putting green, you know, holding the putt to win the Open or to get in the Open. So as a youngster growing up, that's what you dream of, that walk. So it was nice to finally do it. You know, the sun was shining, you know, it was, yeah, it is one of the best walks in golf. I can vouch for that, definitely.
A week he'll never forget. The silver medal winner in the 2017 Open, Alfie Plant of England. Well done, Alfie. Remember the name.
Well, winning the silver medal, you're now in the fine company of the likes of Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose, Tiger. That must be quite nice knowing that your name is up on the same list as those guys.
Yeah, of course it is, you know. The only thing is I've got to try and follow what they've done now, and they've done quite a lot in golf.
One
so
step at a time.
yeah, I know, but yeah, it's great to be on the list for them guys. You know, it means you're doing something right out there, and hopefully, you know, do what they've done in golf. You know, it'd be great. You know, so yeah, first step on the list with them. So you know, second step, you know, just try and claw some wins or some cuts or get a tour card. You know, so there's plenty on there to try and catch them up, but they're not bad people to follow.
Alfie, we all know you as a professional golfer, but away from the golf, I know you are a die-hard football fan. So we're here at the home ground of your team, Millwall FC. How many memories do you have from this place? Because I know it's somewhere you used to come with your family the whole time.
Well, I remember beating West Ham 4-0, of course. That was one to go down in the history books. But yeah, you know, it was a family day out every Saturday. My dad, my brother, my granddad had a season ticket as well. So it's a great football club, as you know. I've been here since a little child, so you know, I love it down here, and it's just great to be a part of the club.
Tell us a little bit about your background, because I met your dad and your mum at the Open actually after you won the silver medal, and they are such big characters. What is life like at the Alfie household?
Well, it's pretty crazy, you know, there's always a lot of banter going around, but, you know, we're just normal people, you know, we're just having a laugh and trying to get through life as happy as possible, and I definitely wouldn't be here today without them guys, and, you know, they're going to be behind me every step of the way, and, you know, I'm really thankful for that.
So football obviously played a huge part in your childhood, so when did the golf come in, and how did you get into the game?
Yeah, family as well, you know, my dad played, my granddad played, my nan played, so, you know, I used to just follow them down the range or up the golf club, and yeah, just kind of took a liking to it, and yeah, progressed through the levels, and yeah, here I am today.
Having spent some time with you now, you are such a relaxed person away from the golf course. Is that the kind of temperament that you bring onto the course, do you think?
Yeah, I try to. Definitely when I'm playing my best, I'm out there having fun, you know, having a laugh, having a, you know, a mess about, but occasionally, yeah, it has got the better of me, and you know, you can get a bit stressed out there, but, you know, what do you expect? We're playing out there for our lives and our livelihoods, so I try and be like this as much as I can, and we'll just see how it all ends up.
And so your plans for 2018, I imagine it's a little bit still in the unknown. Do you have an idea of where we're going to be seeing you teeing up?
Not yet, you know, it's we're paying off invites, so it's going to be a little bit unorganised, but just got to take my opportunities when I can, and you know, hopefully get some kind of category throughout the year, and you know, just build towards tour school or 2019. So it is the unknown, but you know, just got to roll with it and see what happens.